sitting down to have a chat with Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy yesterday.
Mike McCarthy joins us now, right fresh off of practice here, first day in pads. How was it for you, even though you weren't wearing the pads?
From my perspective, my job responsibility, I thought it looked like first day of pads. You know, there were some good things and great teaching tape. I think like a lot of things that you get to training camp, you know, a team has to learn to get back in the groove of practicing and so forth. So had some guys on the ground, you know, and you got to get that part right. But I thought it was good work. You know, the pressure periods are awesome. It's great work for obviously our new defense, our new scheme, and it's, you know, really good work for us offensively because we're seeing a lot of new looks this year.
Yes, you got a lot of new looks, but then some of the same. Mike is still rushing off the edge hard, but you got young tackles out there. It looked like they did pretty good, held their own. In first day in pads, you never know, it could go sideways for those guys.
Yeah, definitely. I think anytime you have that opportunity to work, you know, against Micah, it's great for Tyler. And, you know, once again, I think it'll be really good tape. But, yeah, the pass rush, you know, the pressure periods, you know, those are the things you just can't get enough work in. And obviously you can see we came out day one, the emphasis was third down. So we had a ton of it today. So it was good.
So when you go through the offseason and you kind of look back on what you did schematically and then personnel, it all shifts every year. It's a new team every season. What did you guys look at without giving things away that you thought maybe we can improve here? Because there were some flashes there in the middle of the season where there was some good action shots down the field to Cooks, and you guys really started to create a little bit in the run game too, as well as how good your play action passes game was. Your drop back has always been good with Dak. But what have you looked at this offseason to kind of improve?
Definitely. Really from 22 to 23, we really made an emphasis in the action pass game.
Yeah, you can
we
tell.
feel like we could take another step.
Yep.
You know, definitely that's was an off-season focus. But, you know, just like anything, too, is the situational. We started a little slow in the red zone and then came on and had a really good year. Third down, we were last 2 years. So, but yes, you're always working on those things, and really with the amount of time that you have, the deep ball is something that you just don't get enough work on.
Yeah.
How is it to have Zeke back in camp with you guys?
It's great to have him back. I mean, you know, he hasn't missed a beat, and I say it all the time because it's the first thing I think of with Zeke. You know, when I was on the other side of the field, I just couldn't get over what a powerful runner he was.
Yeah.
But what I appreciate him so much is what a great teammate he is. I mean, he's great to have, super smart. You know, he's excellent leader. So it's excellent. It's excellent to have him in that running back room.
Let's talk about the changes on the defensive side, just with structure, obviously, and schematically, how it's going to be different this year as opposed to maybe last year, and what that does for guys like Micah and some even Kendricks in the middle now, a guy that has obviously had some experience in this league playing and can run that defensive structure. So just talk a little bit about those guys.
Well, really, I look at it just as your earlier question. I mean, it's a system change.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're always trying to evolve your offense. We're going from year one to year two, so you're trying to tweak those things and make changes. I mean, this is a system change, so schematically it's different.
Yeah.
The techniques are different. But we're not ignorant to the fact that you know, we had an excellent defense the last couple of years and want to build off the things we did there, and I think you can see those things particularly in the perimeter. So, but yeah, I thought defensively, schematically, you know, particularly in the pressure part of it was a real challenge today.
Yeah, so pressure-wise, a lot is on the quarterback. And so Dak, like, where are you guys at as far as your relationship? Like, the communication, I'm sure, is excellent because he's a veteran quarterback, you're a veteran coach. You guys have, I'm sure, great chats. But how much of that is, hey, Dak, does he have a lot of freedom at the line of scrimmage to do things, or are you kind of trying to build it more formationally and with kind of just route progressions, or how's that dynamic working?
Well, I think the biggest thing if you're talking pure protection, that quarterback always has to have the opportunity to shut down the pressure. So and we'll, you know, the work we're getting against Mike is outstanding because you know just how aggressive he is at the line of scrimmage off of the declaration of the quarterback. So yeah, so that's you know, it's day one for us, and the work has been great. But yeah, we don't want to be throwing hot all day. That's for sure.
That's right.
You mentioned the changes defensively. Obviously, Dan Quinn, your boxing partner, I heard, is no longer here. Do you have a new sparring partner? How is this affecting you off the field?
You guys are in different weight classes, though.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. He's got a wicked uppercut, though. So,
does he?
Oh yeah, he can bring it. No, we miss Dan. You know, so much on a personal level, but you know, we don't want him to have too much success over there twice a year.
Yeah, what's that dynamic like when you have someone that goes and switches inside the division? Yeah, it's kind of frustrating, right? Because you have to you feel like you have to reinvent yourself when you play them, or no?
I just think, I've done this long enough. I mean, just so happy for him and Joe Witt and the other guys that went with him. So it's a great opportunity. And hey, he really helped us in so many ways, both on and off the field. So I'm just really happy for him.
Love it.
Well, I wish you the best of luck this
for sure.
season and the best of luck in finding a new sparring partner. It's going to be great. But thank you so much for coming by and
All right,
spending
thank
some
you.
time
Thanks
with
for coming
us.
out today.
Yep.